This is me. And this is Style Expert Robot I built from scratch. It scans my appearance before giving me tips on how to improve my style. I integrated the robot to ChatGPT AI model for image processing and smart lights that can be controlled via code and sound sensors. But there is still one big question. Can AI really improve your style? That is exactly what I decided to test in this video. But first, let's build it. Alright, so this is not just another project. In this project, I'm going to combine everything I know from software development, cloud engineering, and AI into one crazy experiment. I will make a robot that will scan you, analyze your appearance, and give you real-time feedback about your style. In all of my project, I prefer to start from the most difficult and complex part to execute. The part that is responsible for the business logic, the brain. So, I bought the brain. I'm just kidding, I didn't buy the brain, but I definitely started to plan the system. My dad always says failing to plan is planning to fail. And trust me, the planning part is key to making this work. Making it work is not enough. I also want to make sure it will be secure and handle a lot of traffic. So here I am going to apply everything I know from coding and system design. I plan to build a distributed system based on microservices that process an image, analyze it via ChatGPT, converts the feedback into audio, and plays back to you. I spent more than a month writing the software, which is basically the brain of the robot. And I wonder what other amazing things we could build together using AI to improve our life quality at home. After a month of constant development, the software was ready for its first big test.
Style detected. Preparing feedback now. The hoodie is comfy and casual, but the outfit could use some variety.
But I realized something was missing. A real robot like ones you see in the movies is supposed to be alive. And in this case, no matter how sophisticated the app I build, it doesn't have the feature that make it a living robot. Like the ones you see in the movies. How do I make a robot alive? I started researching for the answer to that question. In the end, I think I finally discovered what was missing. Well, yeah, this. I had many thoughts about different models I can use to build the robot's frame. In the end, I decided to go with this one. You know, pretty much every living thing in our world has the ability to move. Plants, reptiles, insects, mammals, and of course, humans. So it only makes sense that our robot should have the ability to move too. For that, I ordered two motors from Toya, originally designed for opening and closing curtains. They will raise the robot arms depending on the feedback it gives to the person. A red flag will be raised for a score under 5, and a green flag will appear if the score is above 5. So I decided to mount the pistons on the ceiling. I connected them using a fishing wire, which turned out to be a simple and practical solution. I did have to tweak a few things, but in terms of movement, it performed exactly as I imagined. Now it's time to take everything a step further and add astronaut elements to the robot. We will take a smart light bulb that can be interfaced with the software and allow the robot to change the color of the light to green if the final score given to the user is above 5 and red if it's below 5. Within an hour, I completed a full integration between the code and the bulb itself. Now, all that is left is to connect everything together. Another feature that makes the robot alive is its ability to communicate with the environment. And after spending a while thinking about how can I create the effect of talking organism, I found this really cool LED smart light which responds to the audio sounds that when I speak. So putting the brain of the robot on top of its frame was a bit technical challenge. I ended up using a phone holder accessory meant for cars. The setup looked solid at first, but after just a little bit of use... No! Oh my... Yeah, it broke. But hey, we're engineers, right? Things break, stuff doesn't always work out, but we don't freak out. It's all part of the process. Everything can be fixed, redesigned, and made better. You could say in the end, when I put all the parts together, that it was worth it.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, definitely worth it.
Style detected. Preparing feedback now. The pale t-shirt is casual, but lacks flair. Try adding a bold accessory, or layering darker tones for depth.
I also decided to do a few more experiments to see what the robot thinks about my custom I kept from Halloween. But guys, listen, this project is relatively simple compared to the AI bartender robot I developed. You won't believe what crazy things I've developed using AI, and if you want to see it, you just have to click here below to see the next project.